Grow your cleaning business. Make more money. Have more time. This is the Profit Cleaners Podcast with your hosts, Brandon Condrey and Brandon Schoen.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Profit Cleaners Podcast. We've got some big changes coming, guys, and this is a really special podcast I want you guys to listen in on. It's Thanksgiving coming up. We've got a big week and the holidays coming up and Black Friday, of course. So really want to just share with you guys something different, and we have some really big news that we want to share and tell them what's coming, Brandon. So what big changes can we share? And maybe we can't share all the details yet, but we've told you guys a little bit of what's going on. So we keep teasing that. But
I mean, ironically, we can't tell you much, but what we can tell you is that, the Profit Cleaners, as you know it now, will be changing drastically in 2026 in January. And so as a result, we're not going to be able to do the coaching and the course sales like we've done in the past. So this is one last hurrah, and then we will obviously have more announcements on that stuff and we can tell you those things, but there's a lot of hoops to jump through before we can get there.
So the big news is really all we can tell you for now, guys, is things are changing. Change is constant, right? But really it's kind of a bittersweet moment for us because we've been building this for 5 years now, right, Brandon? We started the podcast after I guess we were a few years into the business. If you guys remember one of the very first episodes of the podcast, we were a year or two into the business at least, and describing, I think we were going into COVID actually, and it was a crazy
yeah, I think the first episode is actually about COVID.
Yeah, one of
because that was, what a better time to start an advice podcast for cleaning company owners than right in the middle of the craziest thing to ever happen to businesses. So yeah, I mean, we started that in 2020. Mm-hmm. I don't specifically remember why we started it, but we did start it. And we didn't have a course in the beginning. It was just a podcast. We were just sitting there talking about it. And then over time that grew into the course that we started offering. We do these weekly coaching calls where anyone who's purchased the course before can log on and talk to us live on Zoom, and you can ask whatever questions you got going on. And then that kind of morphed into in-person events. So we've done 3 of those in Albuquerque, and I don't think we're going to do those again. But those are always a good time. So we got to meet some of you in person, which was fun. And then all of that has kind of morphed into this big change, which is coming in January. And again, there'll be more details on that later.
Yeah. So it's really a big shift happening, guys. We're not just telling you a story here to sell more courses. We really are doing away with that for other reasons. But the good news is we are going to keep coaching our existing students, and you can still be part of that. We still have lifetime access to the existing group that was always there with us from the day one. And a lot of the good part about that too is a lot of those students have made serious progress and results in their businesses. Many of them have gone from 0 to multiple teams or way more, and they have profitable businesses now. And it's really been exciting to see that journey. I remember one of the mentors I had, and I think you guys have also heard people like Tony Robbins and other success people out there talk about, like, some of the highest fulfillment and success that you'll ever have isn't even your own business, but it's actually helping other people to realize their hopes and dreams and build a business. And I think that's been really true for me, and probably you too, Brandon, just like seeing these stories and like seeing people show up in these calls and be like, I got a bunch more clients this week, I'm growing. And it's just been a really cool journey for us personally growing our business, but even more so to see your journey, you guys, the listeners, being the Profit Cleaners with us. And just, it's been a phenomenal journey, man. I can't believe it's been 5 years that we've been doing this, and we're still growing. We're still in the business with you guys, but it's been really cool.
Yeah, man. I think, we're coming up on 10 years almost. So 2026 will be 9 years. So we've been doing this a while, and time flies when you're having fun, I suppose. But the idea is, the point of this episode is to tell you guys that, like, it's going away. The podcast won't go away. We will still keep the podcast. Yeah. So you'll still hear from us weekly. The content's going to shift a little bit. I think it's going to change, but we do have this one last hurrah. So it's not just that we're telling you this is your last chance to get the course. We have put together perhaps the most ridiculous Black Friday offer we've ever done before. And so there's more than just the course in there. So here's what you get. You get the course, obviously. So that's everything that we've documented before over the last 5 years to build the cleaning business. All the videos, all the old training, coaching calls are in there. You could watch them all if you want to catch up from the very beginning, but that's in there.
Yeah, it's really the whole behind the scenes of the $5 million business we've been building. And it's gotten better and better over time too, because we take this feedback from our own business, plus you guys on the coaching calls every week. You know, you guys bring in new ideas and strategies and you test stuff, and we get that feedback. We've revamped the hiring systems, the training systems just in the last year. So it has continued to get better and better and better. And then I think one of the biggest value adds to that is the live weekly coaching, which is at least another $5,000 of value, probably way more than that. We can't really put a number on because we're going to keep doing those for a long time, obviously. But it's really impactful, I think, more than anything, rather than having the knowledge and the systems, but actually having a community around you, having the people that are doing it with you. And there's that quote by Jim Rohn, I think it is, if you are the average or the sum of the people that you surround yourself with, right? The 5 people you surround yourself with. And the more you do that, guys, the more you surround yourself with community. And, you know, it's already lonely enough being an entrepreneur out there. So I think this just helps build so much confidence and clarity in what the next steps are and what, you know, am I doing this right? And just bouncing those ideas off of the team and the mastermind. So I think that value alone is severely underpriced, but we'll say $5,000 of value. We've had hundreds of people in that mastermind over the years, all over the world. So I think that alone is worth 10 times the price of what we're charging there. Yeah.
The other thing you get is if you regularly listen to the podcast, you will have heard other episodes about it, but we have started a new sort of venture called CleanStack AI. And that's where we are making these little micro apps to help everyone with their cleaning businesses. These are highly targeted. And so, that will evolve over time as we keep releasing new ones. I think there's only one at the moment, but you will get a 12-month founder's pass to everything that CleanStack AI puts out. And I think our roadmap kind of has us at something like 12 some odd apps that will help with data and pricing and hiring. And there's loads of stuff coming. Yeah. So that's you're in the ground floor.
Yeah, absolutely. And those are going to just help you guys be so much more efficient and take a lot of the things the concepts in the training and the coaching, just simplify it for you guys even that much further. And then along those same lines, we're taking all of the years and years of coaching, like literally hundreds of hours of coaching calls, like all sorts of training, all the systems, the SOPs, like everything that we've talked about, sales scripts, everything is we're training into a master brain, if you will. We're going to call it the Brandon brain for now. It's going to be your AI coach. And this is a $2,500 value. And it's like having us in your pocket, like having Brandon Schoen and Brandon Condrey in your pocket. If you can't join a live coaching call right now, you can now, and you can just pull us out and start talking to us and ask us what we would do and how we would help you build your business. So I think that's a tremendous value. You'll get this on a little link we'll send out, and you can pull it into a free ChatGPT account and just pin it on your account and just use it whenever you need to. A lot of you guys are probably already using ChatGPT, so it'll just be a nice another tool.
Yeah,
another $2,500 of value there.
So the other thing you get, which is $1,000 value, is the template vault that we have, which is in the course as well. And that's sort of every SOP, every sales script, every checklist. Every time we put out a new offer or a door hanger, it gets added to it. So like that is something that grows over time. And so you'll get access to that as well.
Yeah. And then the live implementation sprint is going to be a live call that we do with you guys as a special call just for members, just for people that are joining with this offer for Black Friday. So it's a 90-minute group kickoff call for Black Friday buyers only. And this will just be a high-level overview of everything you're getting. Any questions we can help you just to help jumpstart this and really get you guys set up for success in the season ahead, so you can position yourself for 2026 and the year ahead. So it's going to be a really cool call.
Yeah. So just to recap, because that was a lot, this ridiculous Black Friday offer is the following: the course, lifetime access to the weekly coaching, CleanStack AI for a year, the Brandon Brain AI coach, the template vault, and a 90-minute thing. So you're getting 6 little pieces of stuff, which we have sold over the years for various little bits and bobs. And all that totaled up is something like $17,000 in value. But for this crazy, ridiculous Black Friday offer, the last one we're ever doing, it is a flat price. $997.
Absolutely. And it is ridiculous, but guys, we have no other choice because we really can't be continuing to sell this in the future. It's just in conflict with our future goals and projects. So it's like, take advantage of this. If you guys have been on the fence, if you guys have been listening to the podcast for any period of time, I talked to someone this morning that said, I wanted to buy this a year ago and I couldn't. This is an answer to my prayers. And so it's like, yeah, if you guys have been on the fence, like, this is your opportunity. You can also break the payments up into 3 payments. So $997 or break it into 3 payments. There's absolutely no reason you wouldn't be able to join this. Like, just do whatever you got to do to get creative and make it happen so you guys can be part of this. I think all the things we just discussed, but more importantly, that community and the ongoing coaching that we are going to still, because we promised that to our existing students, and we're going to keep doing that. So this is an amazing opportunity for you guys to just get in and be part of that for the ongoing future. And take action while it's available, guys.
Yeah. So again, last one, permanently, this will no longer be available after this Black Friday sale. So the Black Friday sale essentially kicked off as soon as you've heard this, and it ends on Monday, December 2nd. That's Cyber Monday. So you have until midnight that day. And just to recap, it's $997 or 3 payments of $397. So you do get a little bit of a price break by buying it all in one shot. And the way to access this offer is to go to profitcleaners.com/lastclass.
There it is, guys. So a little bittersweet, like we said, making this announcement, but I think ultimately it's going to be for the best for everyone. And we are going to keep doing the podcast. It's probably just going to be less of us offering our in-depth coaching on the back end of it. And this is your chance. If you guys want to jump in, this is the best deal we've ever offered. And, we'll still do the podcast in the future, but it'll just look a little bit different. So looking forward to seeing all you guys, all your shiny, bright faces in the mastermind and the community on the coaching calls. And anything else you want to share, Brandon, to close it out while the big changes are coming?
Happy holidays and keep it clean.
Keep it clean, everyone. We'll see you guys there.
Thanks for joining us today. To get more info, including show notes, updates, trainings, and super cool free stuff, head over to profitcleaners.com. And remember, keep it clean.